Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, that's teaching the truth and sincerity, the hopeful elect. And Shalom to the believers, the followers, the helps, and the friends of the prophets and the sisters, which are also a part of the hopeful elect. Today we're going to be touching on the demon doubt, because that's exactly what doubt is. It's a demon that try to lead you away from serving Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Now first I want to get the definition from Wikipedia. This is doubt. Doubt characterizes a status in which the mind remains suspended between two contradictory propositions. Now the two propositions are Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in this world, okay? And there are two contradictory ones. They're not the same. They're against each other. The Most High is enmity with this world, and this world is totally anti-Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and unable to assent to either of them, okay? So basically, you don't want to serve the Lord. You have the spiritual demon doubt tells you that you're not worthy enough to serve the Lord, or it's not worth bearing your cross, okay, or forsaking this world, okay. Well, on the other hand, you know that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai hates this world, and you can't be a part of this world, so you're caught between the two. So I'm gonna read on. Doubt on the emotional level is indecision between belief and disbelief. Like I said, doubt, the spiritual demon doubt, will have you thinking you're not worthy of serving Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's not worth sacrificing your life going on the highways and byways, okay? Whether you come out to camp and all you do is hold signs, or you hold posts, or you do is reading, or you're not reading at camp, or you're not speaking at camp, and then you're going to think the spiritual demon doubt is going to use your voice, saying that it's not worth going out there, it's not worth being amongst the brotherhood, okay? You shouldn't sacrifice your life, you shouldn't bear your cross. That's what doubt is going to tell you, because doubt comes at you when you're at your weakest, okay? Satan and demons work on you when you're at your weakest, okay? They tempt you with your desires when you're at your weakest, okay? So it says doubt on the emotional level is an indecision between belief and disbelief. Doubt involves uncertainty. It says uncertainty, distrust, or lack of sureness of an alleged fact. The fact is, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Mexicans, you are the biblical Israelites. You are Yasha Allah, princes of the power. Okay? The fact is, America is going to be destroyed. America is Babylon according to the Bible. Okay? And there's a remnant of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and Mexicans that's going to turn back to your heritage, and you're going to be delivered. Okay? That's a fact. But the spiritual demon doubt is going to have you thinking otherwise. It's going to have you thinking that you shouldn't give up smoking weed. You shouldn't give up having your pants off your ass. You shouldn't give up committing adultery and robbing your brother and not loving your neighbor as yourself. That's what the spiritual demon doubt is going to do. He's going to have you thinking that it's not worth laboring and going on, enduring hardness as good soldiers of Yahweh Shai. Going to have you thinking it's not worth it, because as you grow older in this faith, okay, the more challenges that's going to come. Because you got to remember, the Most High gives you nothing that you can't handle. So he feels that you're worthy enough to handle the next challenge, which is this next temptation or the next demon. Okay? You're able to fight off these challenges because you're growing slowly but surely. You may not recognize that you're growing in the faith, but you are. Okay? I'm sure There's things that you didn't understand when you first came in this thing that you understand now. Whether it be the Gentiles, whether it be salvation, whether it be things pertaining unto the kingdom of heaven, whether it be your life experiences. Certain things that you had a problem with when you first came into this thing is a breeze now. Well, I wouldn't say a breeze. You're able to deal with it better. Okay? Because slowly but surely you're growing in the faith. Okay? So it says, doubt involves uncertainty, distrust, or a lack of sureness of an alleged fact, an action, a motive, or a decision. What's the actions or the motives or the decisions that you make? Going on the highways and byways, linking up with the brotherhood, getting to know the brotherhood, okay? Forsaking the things of this world, giving up whatever you was looking forward to in this world. Now that doesn't mean you don't take care of your personal business or you don't do what you have to do, but guess what? Your first priority is this faith. Is the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Like Yahushua told his mother, I'm about my father's business. So you should be about your father's business and not have doubt. You got to remember, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise. Everything that's written in the scriptures, everything that was foretold by the prophets of old, they came to pass. Everything that's written in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, 15 on down, is happening to Jake, and you can see it. It's evident. The remnant of Israel coming back to who they are. It's happening before your eyes. The wars and rumors of wars is happening before your eyes. The wars and the commotions of the people is happening before your eyes. So why would you doubt or give into that spirit of doubt when you can see the prophecies are happening before your eyes? You gotta have faith and pray for more faith. All right, let me read on. It says, an action, a motive, or a decision. Doubt questions a notion of a perceived reality and may involve delaying or rejecting relevant action out of the concerns for mistakes or faults. Okay, so you thinking it's a mistake that you came into this faith. It's a mistake that you're going out there in the highways and byways. It's a mistake that you gave up smoking weed. You stopped being a nigga or a spick, okay? It was a mistake of you being proud. You committing adultery. You giving into your emotions, which Lord's will, we're going to get into that. Because the spiritual demon works on your emotions. It works on your fear. It works on your weakness. It makes you be carnal, all right? Because Yahushua, which is our greatest example, when you read his story and you read his trials and tribulations, you see that he was tempted by Satan, okay, when he was weak in the flesh. And what Satan was tempting him with, things that's carnal, things that's pertaining to the flesh. He was trying to play on his lust, the things that his flesh desired. And that's what doubt will do. It's going to play on your emotions. It's going to play on your fleshly desires. That's all Satan can do, is please your flesh for a little bit of time. But the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which is a just power, satisfy you and comfort you with his word. That's why you have to rebuke the tempter. You have to rebuke that spiritual demon of doubt and have faith. This is Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things. When you look into the Hebrew word of heart, it goes back to the Hebrew. When you look up the Hebrew word for heart, it goes back to the Hebrew meaning lab, or the Hebrew word lab, which means your mind. So it says your mind is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Okay? Because you got to remember, everything, the X amount of years, you was taught by Esau. You was taught by the ways of this world. You was taught to be proud. You was taught to hate your neighbor, to only look out for yourself, to be selfish, to be self-centered, all about you. You was taught to hate your brother. not to give onto your brother, to be charitable onto your brother. Okay? You was taught to be proud. You was taught to have your head up your woman's ass, to be at your beck and call of your woman. You was taught to be a nigga, a spit, to be all the stereotypes that the so-called white man claims you to be. You was taught to be basically everything that the Most High hates. All right? So it says the mind is desperately wicked because your spirit, your flesh is prone to demons. All right? The flesh is weak. All right? That's why you got to pray, you have to fast, and you have to communicate with the brotherhood. You have to seek out counsel. That's why you have elders, apostles, and you have brothers that's older in the faith that you could speak on to. So this is the next scripture. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, with all thy mind, and lean not onto thy own understanding. So you're not supposed to lean on your own understanding, which are your emotions. You're not supposed to lean upon everything that you was taught. And remember, you have to be born again. You have to be a new creature in the sight of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and not give in to your emotions, because your emotions is carnal. All right, that old man is carnal. You're prideful. All right, read it on. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So you gotta trust in the Lord. You have to have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that he's going to get you through whatever tribulation that you're going through. He's going to get you through whatever adversity that you're going through. Because guess what? The tribulations guess what? Them tribulations and them adversities, that spirit of doubt is going to play on those. The spiritual demon Satan is going to play on your adversities and your tribulations, because he's going to do something to please your flesh. And guess what? That's going to be temporary. All right? So it says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to direct your paths, because you got to remember, he ain't giving you nothing you can't handle. You got to have faith that he's going to get you through. You got to remember, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua ain't giving you nothing you can't handle. So you got to have faith that he's going to deliver you out of whatever situation you're going through. You got to look at the forefathers of old and the prophets of old. Was any forsaken that called upon him? All right? Was any abandoned that served Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? No, not one. So that should give you comfort and should give you more faith that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to get you through what you're going to get you through. And you got to remember something. You're going to bump your head on this journey, on this straight gate. You're going to slip, you're going to fall, you're going to sin. But you're not supposed to let your sins weigh you down. All right? You're not supposed to put Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua off day by day. Okay? You're supposed to give diligence to make your calling and of election sure. Okay? So when you slip, you bump your head, you pray to the Most High, you beg for forgiveness. All right? You pray, you fast, you read, you get back on your feet, and you continue to labor. All right? You continue to serve the Lord and try to do things that's pleasing unto him. All right? So it says, be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Okay? Proverbs chapter 19, verse 20. Hear counsel and receive instructions, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. So it says, hear counsel and receive instruction. Because that's why you got older brothers in the faith. You got brothers that's been in this truth longer than you, so you can receive advice from them. You can speak on to them. You know, you ain't got to speak to every single brother, but you know, through the Spirit, you go to a brother and you tell him your problems, all right? And see if he can give you some wise counsel. Because you got to remember, there's no temptation, but temptation is common amongst men. I'm saying it for verbatim. But what you going through, damn sure believe there's another brother that went through what you're going through. That's why you got apostles and elders. That's why you got older brothers in the faith. And you're supposed to speak unto them. And it says, hear counsel and receive instructions, that thou mayest be wise at that latter end, in the latter end. Because with that advice or with that counsel, you know what not to do and what to do, what to avoid and what you should do. Proverbs chapter 12 verse 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. Okay? But he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. And that's the point of watchers, the elders, and the older brothers in the faith. Older brothers in the faith. Because we're one body. We watch out for each other. We look out for each other. So you're not the only brother that's going through what you're going through. So seek counsel, seek out advice. You're not by yourself. You got to remember that. Yes, you are on the straight gate and seeking the Lord by yourself, but you have older brothers in the faith that you could turn on to. All right? You got apostles and elders that you could turn on to. Because we're one body. We got to look out for each other. All right? The finger is nothing without the hand is nothing without the forearm, so on and so forth. The foot is nothing without the legs, and the neck is nothing without the head. We all function with each other and work with each other. But with that, your brother should fret not, fear not, doubt not, rebuke the tempter, and speak unto your fellow brothers. I pray you brothers was edified and built up in the faith. Until next time, I say shalom.